And here we are joining Del Boy in swim 2. Here he is at the moment reeling in one of his rods for a recast. So whereabouts are you going to stick this rod to then, Del Boy?
Just over there, about sort of a rod lengths off John. Nice little sort of 3 or 4 foot ledge. What I'm going to do now, John, is I'm going to measure the yardage.
Let's go and see Del Boy measure his yards and he'll explain how he does it.
Right, John, what I use is a piece of rope tied to 5 yards. So we go up once, 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards.
For those of you who probably can't hear him from the distance that he is, what he's doing is he's got a rope attached to 2 bank sticks,
20.
and he's now going round one bank stick, and then he goes back around the other bank stick to count how far out he's fishing.
35, 40.
He's now done it to the 40 yards, which is about how far he wants to be to hit the far margin.
Quite simple really, John.
Now what he does is he reels in once he's put his line clip up.
Trade secret really, John. I shouldn't be letting people know it really. Right, the next thing, mate, is we'll just test it and see how far we're off the margin.
Here we are, Del Boy's about to cast out to the far margin.
I think we're happy with that one, John.
Del Boy's happy with the far margin hit. He's now reeling in. He's going to put some bait on and then hit the same spot again.
That's what we're fishing with, John. Do you want to come and have a look?
Let's just take a look at Del Boy's tactics. Here we are, zoomed in on his tactic. If you'd like to explain what's happening.
JRC tungsten tubing.
Yep.
Nice length for that. We're using a Fox 2 1/4 inline lead, and that's followed in conjunction with 2 bits of yellow foam.
Zoom in on that yellow foam a sec. Yep.
With a long shank hook with a piece of silicone on the bend there, look, just to kick it off.
Yeah,
right.
We can see that there, yeah.
Right, so what I'm going to do now, mate, is I'm going to, if I can find some, put a piece of foam on that. Just bear with me 2 seconds. So the reason I'm putting a bit of foam on, John, is to just make sure it doesn't get tangled in the weed across the other side. So I'm just going to hook that in there, and then we're going to cast. Obviously the idea is, when marking up, always put your foot back in the same place so that you're casting from exactly the same spot.
As you saw there, he's hit his far margin target. Which is about 40 yards out. And we're going to hope that tonight that will catch him a fish.
Right, what we're going to do now, John, is just bring the line back obviously because me and you are fishing quite close together, we're going to, if I can find it, use the back lead. Right, here's the back lead going on now. Oh.
There he is, sliding his back lead down into the water.
And as you can see, if John pans across to the far margin, if you go across to the far margin, John, you can just see my piece of foam come to the surface now.
Not very good, as you can tell, using this camera.
But any of you who...
Oh, there's his foam there.
So now baiting up with boilies with a throwing stick or catapult is done quite easily. So we're just waiting for the line to settle now. And we'll clip up. Put the bobbin on. As for next week, there'll be some new bobbins on the market. There'll be Smurfs. Watch this space.
At the moment, he's fashioning these lovely solar bobbins. But next week, he says he's going to have some Smurfs on there.
Right, John, I think that's all from Carp Hunters. Hopefully, next time we speak, we'll have some fish. Thank you.